sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be tackling Ohio State's championship win against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And
nail biter.
it was. You wouldn't have believed the atmosphere.
No.
A packed stadium in Atlanta.
Crazy.
Even LeBron James was in the crowd.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
But this game was about way more than just hype. You know?
Yeah.
This was the first ever 12-team playoff.
Right.
A matchup we wouldn't have even seen in the old format.
Yeah, it really shook things up.
Yeah.
Both these teams had, some bumps in the regular season,
For sure.
but they fought their way to the championship.
Yeah.
And I think it shows how this new format gives teams a chance to redeem themselves and proves that, every game counts.
Absolutely. And it led to some incredible moments. Like we saw record-breaking plays,
Oh, yeah.
last-second drama. There was even a little sideline vomit.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Yes, we will. But first, let's set the stage.
Yeah.
Remember Ohio State's star receiver Jeremiah Smith was battling a hamstring injury?
Right.
And Notre Dame's left tackle, Charles Jagusa, was coming back from a long injury. There was a lot of uncertainty about how both teams would perform.
Oh, for sure. And Notre Dame, they came out swinging.
Yeah.
That opening drive was something else.
It was something else.
18 plays. 2 successful fourth down conversions.
Wow.
That means they got a new set of downs when they were supposed to punt.
Right.
And they ate up almost 10 minutes of clock time.
They just dominated the clock.
They did.
It was crazy.
And capped it off with a touchdown.
Yeah,
That showed just how much they wanted this win.
A lot of people underestimate the strategic brilliance of a drive like that. It wasn't just about scoring. It was about, controlling the tempo,
Right.
wearing down the defense, and establishing dominance early on.
Totally.
But like you said, it came at a cost.
Right. Their quarterback, Riley Leonard, left it all on the field.
He did.
Literally. He was so drained after that drive that he was throwing up on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. It's a crazy detail, but it speaks to the incredible physical demands of this sport.
Yeah.
Imagine being in those trenches,
Right.
playing at that intensity for an extended period.
Totally.
The expanded playoff just adds another layer to that.
Oh, for sure.
Do you think coaches will have to rethink their training and game plans to account for the potential fatigue
Absolutely.
over multiple high-pressure games?
Yeah, I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
And one Ohio State seemed prepared for.
Yeah?
They answered back strong,
Yeah, they did.
scoring touchdowns on their first 3 drives.
Huh?
They actually matched a record
Wow.
set by Alabama back in 2013,
Oh, wow.
ironically against Notre Dame.
No way. I know.
What are the odds?
Crazy.
That's amazing.
What's fascinating is they did it with a mix of explosive plays and methodical drives.
Yeah.
They showed versatility, and that kept Notre Dame's defense on their toes. They didn't know what was coming next.
Right. And Emeka Egbuka,
Oh, man.
he had an amazing game.
He did.
He broke the Ohio State record for career receptions,
Wow.
even with that hamstring issue.
Yeah.
The guy is a legend.
Absolutely. He's a model of consistency and talent.
He is.
To achieve that kind of record in a program like Ohio State, which is known for its incredible receivers,
I know.
is truly special.
Yeah.
But Notre Dame didn't just crumble after Ohio State's scoring spree.
Yo,
This game was back and forth, a real nail-biter.
tell me about it. Notre Dame missed a field goal that could have changed the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Then Ohio State fumbled in a crucial moment. It felt like each team was trying to one-up the other.
Absolutely. And there were some incredible individual performances on both sides. Ohio State's running back, Clinches Judkins, was unstoppable.
Yeah.
He scored 3 touchdowns, including a 70-yard run,
Oh, my God.
where he just blew past everyone.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Barry Sanders in his prime.
That run was insane. But even
Yeah.
with all that action,
I know.
it came down to the wire.
It did.
The last few minutes were pure tension.
Absolutely. And that's where Ohio State's kicker, Jaden Fielding, stepped up.
Right.
He nailed a field goal with just 30 seconds left.
Talk about clutch.
I know, right?
Ice in his veins.
And we can't forget Will Howard, Ohio State's quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
He set a national championship record for consecutive completions.
Wow.
That's some serious composure under pressure.
It is, and it's worth noting that this is a huge milestone for Ohio State. Their first championship in a decade,
Wow.
and it's head coach Ryan Day's first championship ever.
That's right.
So a lot
Kind of a wild ride a game for the ages.
It was.
But I think what makes it even more interesting is what it tells us about this new playoff format.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've already seen how it can create these unexpected matchups and Cinderella stories.
Yeah.
But it's also changing the dynamics of the game itself.
Right.
Think about it.
Okay.
In the past, one loss could knock you out of the championship race.
Yeah, that's true. But now teams have more chances to bounce back to prove themselves.
Yeah.
It makes the regular season matter even more because every win could be the difference between a playoff berth or an early exit.
That's a great point. And it adds a whole new layer of strategy for coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Do you go all out for every win,
Right.
risking injuries? Or do you prioritize peaking at the right time, even if it means a loss or two along the way?
It's a fascinating dilemma.
It is.
And we're only just beginning to see how teams will adapt.
Yeah.
This championship game was a perfect example.
Right.
Ohio State lost to Michigan in the regular season, a game they were heavily favored to win.
Yeah.
And yet they still clawed their way to the championship.
He did.
And won it all.
Wow.
It's a testament to their resilience and their ability to learn from their mistakes.
And for fans, it's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
More meaningful games,
Yeah.
more upsets, more chances to see their teams in the national spotlight.
Absolutely. It injects a dose of unpredictability into the sport, which keeps everyone on the edge of their seats.
Keeps it interesting.
You never know who's going to come out on top.
Yeah.
It's like March Madness for college football.
I love that comparison. And it makes me wonder, with this expanded playoff format,
Yeah.
could we see more teams like Notre Dame, who might have been overlooked in the past, make these deep runs and even contend for a championship?
It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
This format rewards consistency and the ability to peak at the right time.
Right.
A team might not have to be undefeated or dominant all season long to have a shot at the title.
Yeah.
It opens up the field and creates opportunities for teams that might not have had them before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
It's amazing to think about how one game can reveal so much about the changing landscape of college football.
Yeah, it really is.
What are your final thoughts?
This championship game was a microcosm of what we can expect moving forward.
Okay.
More parity, more upsets, more teams having a legitimate shot at the title. It's a thrilling time to be a college football fan.
It is.
And for anyone who loves to dig deeper, consider this.
Okay.
How might this expanded playoff format impact recruiting and program building?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Could we see more emphasis on building teams that can peak in January, even if they drop a game or two during the regular season?
Possibly.
Could this shift the balance of power in college football?
It's certainly something for coaches and athletic directors to ponder.
Yeah.
The stakes are higher now,
Right.
but the opportunities are greater too. And for those of us watching, it's going to be a fascinating journey to see how it all unfolds.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how the recruiting landscape changes.
Yeah.
Will we see more emphasis on depth and versatility, knowing that teams need to be able to handle a longer season and potential playoff runs?
That's a great point. Coaches might have to prioritize players who can contribute in multiple roles rather than just focusing on star players at specific positions. And with the transfer portal being so active, roster management becomes even more crucial.
Right.
Building a championship caliber team isn't just about attracting the top talent anymore. It's about building a cohesive unit that can adapt and thrive in high pressure situations.
It's like a giant chess match, isn't it?
It is.
Coaches have to think several moves ahead, considering not just the current season, but also the long-term implications for their program.
Exactly. And this new format makes it even more complex and exciting.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what makes college football so compelling is the passion, the rivalries, the unexpected moments that unfold on the field.
Right.
This championship game had it all from the pre-game hype to the last-second heroics.
I couldn't agree more. It was a game that will be talked about for years to come, not just for the result, but for what it signifies about the future of the sport.
And for those listening, I encourage you to think beyond the headlines.
Yeah.
And consider the ripple effects of this expanded playoff. How will it shape the strategies, the narratives, the very fabric of college football as we know it? Wow.
It's a question worth pondering as we enter this new era of the sport.
It's been a blast breaking down this game with you, and I'm sure our listeners have enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most exciting championship games in recent memory.
The pleasure was all mine. Yeah. And for all you college football fanatics out there, keep diving deep and keep the passion alive. Who knows what surprises next season will bring?
I can't wait.
Me neither.
All right, well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you all next time on The Deep Dive.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till